Hey everyone, Ned here again, CEO and founder of the AI automation agency Product Edge AI. And we specialize in helping e-commerce companies to adopt generative AI technology. And this video is going to cover another case study of a solution that I recently delivered for a client. It's one that I'm really excited about. The results with this one have been fantastic. And it's just a really cool application for personalization. So what you can see here is a web application that I've built, custom built myself, and I'm going to show you some of the AI tooling that I use to build this, which is amazing for spinning up applications in general. And what this tool does is it takes an image and it was able to swap out the contents of the image with something else that can then be used to personalize the contents of emails. So the example I'm giving here is for a car wash ad. So probably the best thing is for me to bring it to life is to pull this up. You'll see the web app is referencing Emarsys, which is a customer engagement platform or email marketing platform that the client uses. And for this tool, I need to be able to map the image to a campaign and an image name in Emarsys. And I'll explain that as we go. But for this one, we'll just call this car wash and we'll call this like the hero image. If you can imagine if it was going into an email campaign. And I'm going to choose my car wash image here. Okay, so you can see this might be an image that's being used for an ad, and you had a designer that's put together the design for this particular image. But let's say in this example, you want to send a more personalized email to each customer based on the actual vehicle that they own and what you know about their vehicle. Now, that would be really impractical to have a designer put together every single variation of that image for each customer. And so, it's just can't be done pre-generative AI, or it's just really not cost effective to have a human do that work. But what generative AI is allowing is to fill in images like this and swap things in based on some instructions. So the tool that I've built here, what you need to do is you go and paint in the part of the image that you'd like to edit. So here we want to swap out the car. I'm going to make my brush a little bit bigger, but basically I want to swap this car out. So I'm going to paint this brush over the top. Okay, I want to keep the waterfall kind of effect that's in the ad. You can see I'm going kind of overlapping with some other elements in the design here. It doesn't have to be super precise how I paint this, but I just want to make sure I cover the car itself. And for this tool, I give the generative AI, the large language model, some more information. So I'm going to say here that I want to keep there's water flowing over the top of the car. Okay, and then we're going to take that and we're going to generate some variation. So click generate, and I've coded in some other vehicle types that I want to swap out. So we're starting with a red Mazda CX-30. What's happening here in the background is this tool is sending the image off to Google Cloud's generative fill feature. It's part of their Vertex AI product. So I've used the APIs that are available there. And it gives me a number of variations, because often with generative AI, it doesn't get it right with the first image it returns to you. And so you need to have a few different options to choose from. So it hasn't done too bad a job on that first one. I do want the water kind of flowing over a little bit more. You can see how it's integrated the water a bit more here and water bouncing off the top. So I don't mind that one. That one's quite good. I don't mind that one at all. And this one, we got a little bit more water flowing through. So as simple as that, I can go, okay, that one works for this vehicle variation. And then I go to the next car. And what this tool does, what I've built it to do, is push the image into Emarsys. So Emarsys, like a lot of email marketing platforms, has the ability to dynamically merge content with each customer based on what you know about a customer. So here we might have their profile of details of their car, and at the time of sending the email, it can retrieve the vehicle type and it can match that up with the images that are available. So there's basically a big mapping table that sits behind this that maps to campaigns in Emarsys, and there's images and the URLs, and then they dynamically merge at the time of send. So here we've got a yellow VWT cross. Again, it's done a really great job here. It's got the water flowing over the top. I don't mind that top one at all. Don't mind that one either. So they're all looking pretty good to me, but quick scan, I kind of like this one because I've got a little bit more of the water effect flowing through. So I just picked that one. And then again, this will push it out to Emarsys, store it in there, and then I've got a black Mercedes C-Class as the final car that I want to show you here. So look, really powerful when you combine generative AI features with some of these kind of pre-existing dynamic content pieces that you get on marketing platforms. The combination of that can really deliver like super personalized content. For this customer that I've rolled a similar solution to this out for, they've seen a 33% improvement in click-through rates on emails that have this personalized content, and they've seen a 21% improvement in revenue per send. So that's pretty amazing when you're sending out a lot of emails. For a lot of e-commerce companies, they're sending these emails out very regularly. So, really a pretty good ROI on the work that's been done here. So again, you can see Black Mercedes, it's done a pretty good job. I probably would go with that first one there. But yeah, it's basically trained up on all these images on the LLM and pulls them in. So, I have an engineering degree from earlier in my career when I was at uni, but for a large part of my career, I haven't been on the tools with coding. I've been working in product management. So it was really interesting building this and getting back on the tools and getting back into coding. And that was helped a lot by the new developments in development environments using AI-powered tooling. So I want to show you that as well. I'll just hop over to Cursor. So for those of watching this space a bit, you've probably heard about Cursor. It's a super popular new development environment that's really taken off with a lot of engineers. And, this is non-engineers can use this. Coming from product management, this is basically, when I use this tool, it's kind of like sitting alongside a really good engineer and being able to iterate through and work on the tool with them. So, I could go into some of the code here. Let's say a simple example, index.html, which is what defines the interface here. I want to put in a button that randomizes which vehicle type I want to use. So I'll put some instructions here. Help me to modify the app to randomize which vehicle I next generate an image for. Okay. Hit return on that. Okay, and it's basically, this is a bit like interacting with ChatGPT. It's basically telling me what I need to change. So it's telling me I need to create some changes in my script.js file. This is a Node.js app for those wondering on the tech stack. And yeah, it's telling me I need to create an array of vehicles and then have a randomized function. And then it's telling me some suggested code in here to push in. And what I really like about Cursor as well is it gives you a bit of an explanation of why it's making these changes. And what you can do is you can then just go and hit apply, and it will highlight in the code. It'll show you what it's pushing to the app and why. And so what I've learned with this tool is you can't blindly just accept the suggestions that it makes. You do want to review, so it does help if you've got some familiarity with writing code, but you just need to kind of review the explanation that it's giving you. And then if you like the suggested change, you can just accept it and it goes into your code base. So I've been able to build this entire web app, which integrates with multiple systems, right? It's integrating with Amasis, it's integrating with Google Cloud Service. I mean, these are things I wouldn't have previously really known how to build out those kind of integrations. I would have had to have leaned on an engineer. But by using the Cursor IDE, it's been able to step me through all of that. It's been able to step me through how to deploy the code to GitHub, coding repo, and be able to commit changes and all kinds of things. Get through a lot of bug fixes and configuration tasks. It's been fantastic. And you can see going back, it's helped deliver an app that is really valuable to the client, delivering great results. And I was able to do that entirely myself, coming up with the concept, putting the code together and deploying that. So really interesting way to rapidly develop proof of concepts for applications of this technology. So look, I'll wrap it up there. If you like this video, please, of course, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I plan to publish many more of these case studies of the solutions I'm building. And yeah, look, if you work in e-commerce or you have people in your network in e-commerce who you think would be interested in a solution like this, please reach out. My email is ned@productedge.ai, and I'd love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you at the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye.